The inaugural tip-off. We look ahead at the men's basketball team's first home game in Schar Center.
ELN's ROTC, how one group of students balances weights and books.
All that and more.
ELN Morning starts right now.
Good morning, Elon. Thanks for joining us. I'm Megan Lynn.
And I'm Brian Ray. Starting this Monday, the ELN University Police will be stepping up their traffic patrol. The one-week initiative will focus on traffic safety for both drivers and pedestrians. Officers will be on patrol in vehicles and on foot. They will focus on unsafe driving and pedestrian violations like jaywalking. In an email announcement to students, the ELN University Police Department said the earlier sunset from the end of daylight savings should make community members more aware.
And the Elon men's basketball team is getting ready to take on UNC Chapel Hill tomorrow for their first home game in Schar Center. Our Jack Haley is in the studio to give us a preview of what we can expect. Thanks for being here, Jack.
Thank you for having me.
So UNC, of course, is a nationally ranked basketball team. What does this mean for Elon having them here tomorrow?
This is a huge opportunity for Elon just because they get to welcome in this national team, like you said, getting to show what they have, getting to put on this grand opening for Schar Center. And UNC doesn't do this a lot, so to have a game televised on ESPN and to really put themselves on the map is going to be really important for the university and the team.
Yeah, so what can we expect from the game?
It's going to be a tough game for them. There's no doubt about that just because of how good UNC is. But I'm expecting really an electric atmosphere, a lot of students, a lot of families from around the community coming out to support. I'm looking forward to a good time.
Yeah, very exciting. Thanks for being here. And that game starts tomorrow at 7 p.m.
With Election Day behind us, students are still taking in the results. We went out and asked students for their initial reactions.
Okay, switch.
Democrats won the House back. Senate's retained. Republicans retained the Senate with extra seats, and it was a great night for women.
I was kind of surprised, but I'm from New Jersey, and I think that the midterm elections kind of represented what we've been feeling anyways. So, in that retrospect, maybe not so surprised, but overall, I think it was a good election, and good things will come from it.
Not scrutinize me. I did not follow the elections as thoroughly as I could.
The reason I voted is because I knew that there was so many minority and LGBTQ people running, so I wanted to make sure that that was going to happen.
And our politics editor, Maggie Brown, is in studio to talk about these results. Maggie, thank you for being here.
Yeah, thanks, guys.
So can you give us a quick recap of what happened Tuesday night, what we need to know?
Yeah, so the Republican incumbents for the federal district that represents Alamance County, the U.S. House District 6, he stayed. The North Carolina Senate 24th District, the North Carolina House 64th District, those Republican incumbents also stayed. And up in the air right now is the 63rd District. I just spoke to Mr. Ross, his office, on the phone, and he said that right now, according to unofficial results, he is ahead by a couple hundred votes. So he said that he is calling that he won, but his opponent, the Democratic opponent, is Erica McAdoo, and she said, I just spoke to her yesterday, that she has not conceded and that she wants to explore the option of calling for a recount. So that's a little interesting. We're going to see how that plays out. There's still absentee ballots coming in.
Yeah, definitely.
There's still provisional ballots coming in. Those still come in a couple days after Tuesday.
Definitely something to watch. A hot topic here in Alamance County was the school bond initiative. What can you tell us about that?
The education bonds were approved after 8 years of strategic planning, so that was really a great win for the county.
Yeah,
all right,
thanks,
awesome.
Maggie. Thanks so much for being here. And Veterans Day is this weekend. Our Amanda Gibson talked with one Elon student who is preparing to enter service and what that looks like day to day.
Balancing the weights of class at Elon and ROTC can be a challenge. I'm at A&T University here in Greensboro, where 8 Elon cadets wake up twice a week at 4:30 in the morning to participate in physical training. But for Cadet Captain Sarah Boggins, it's a lifestyle.
ROTC was the thing I looked forward to every single week.
Boggins travels to Greensboro A&T at least 2 times a week, but says she doesn't dread the early wake-up calls.
I love having things to do. My academics and my work, I consider ROTC to be my work. That's It's pretty much my life, and as boring as that may sound, I love it. It's what I live for.
For those in the Reserve Officer Training Corps, or ROTC, it's a clear set career path after college. While getting a degree, cadets are training to enter a military branch of their choosing. For Boggins, that's the Air Force.
I wanted to be able to do something in my career where I was able to give back, as cheesy as that may sound, and I knew that being in the military was a way to do that, just on a bigger scale.
On a day-to-day level, ROTC training keeps Boggins busy running back and forth between campuses.
It was a different sort of a challenge as a younger cadet because it was just about everything being new. But your classes weren't super challenging your first year. But then now I'm moving into I have a lot of responsibility stage and I have harder classes. So it takes up a lot of your time.
Members of Boggins' squadron say they are thankful for her dedication and leadership she has given them in their first semester as cadets.
Under her leadership, we were the first squadron to actually click as a squadron and work together.
Boggins says the back and forth can be a lot, but she wouldn't trade it.
I really love the people at A&T, or at least the cadets. So I love being over there, and it doesn't really bother me too much that I'm missing out on things here on campus because those are the type of people that I want to be with.
She plans to graduate from ELN in spring of 2020 and hopes to enter Office of Special Investigations for the Air Force. Amanda Gibson, ELN Local News.
Wow, really remarkable. And ELN will be holding a ceremony tomorrow to honor those who have served in the military. That ceremony begins at 11 a.m. in the LaRose Digital Theater in the Corey Business Center. Members of ELN's ROTC cohort will be participating in the ceremony, which will recognize veterans for their service during a roll call.
It's going to be a chilly week here at ELN. After the break, I'll have all the details you need to know with our Phoenix 5-day forecast.
Our Maeve Ashbrook is live on Citron Plaza with the weather. Maeve, how's it looking out there?
Thank you so much, Megan and Brian, and we really lucked out today here at ELN. Last night, the forecast predicted a 70% chance of rain, but it is partly cloudy outside and absolutely beautiful. It is a bit chilly, though. For the rest of the day, we should be seeing a high of 62 and a low of 46. As far as our Phoenix 5-day forecast for the rest of the week, tomorrow we will be seeing a 70% chance of rain with a high of 52 and a low of 39. The weekend should see sunny skies on Saturday with a high of 52 and a really chilly low of 26. On Sunday, it will be a high of 51 and a low of 33. On Monday, the rain will come back with a 90% chance of showers. The high is 49 and 43. On Tuesday, we'll be seeing the same things. That's all I have for you today. Back to you, Megan and Brian.
Thanks, Maeve and Brian. There's nothing I love more during the fall than just cozying up inside, turning the oven on, baking some cookies.
Oh, definitely.
I have the simplest recipe. It's only 3-ingredient peanut butter cookies.
Oh, wow.
Can you believe it? So all it is eggs, sugar, and peanut butter. So I already dropped an egg in there. I'm going to have you whisk that, and we're going to start measuring this peanut butter. It calls for a cup of peanut butter, so I'm going to use a spoon to get it in because it can be really sticky to get out.
That's a lot of peanut butter.
A lot of peanut butter. You can go ahead and start whisking that up for me and break that yolk. Thank you. And so the great thing about this is they're gluten-free and they're super easy to make. And once you've cooked them, they last quite a while. So they're a great snack to have on hand. Yeah. Whether you need a cup of coffee in the afternoon to keep you going during this point in the school year, totally understand that. Or you just want a late night snack because you're studying, because I've been doing that a lot.
Oh, yes.
But yeah, and they're super easy to make. I'm going to go ahead and get this peanut butter in for you. As you can see, it is very sticky. And the great thing about these two is when you put them on the pan, because they're so oily, you don't have to spray down that pan or anything, and they come off really easy. Yeah, so you don't want to put any foil on there or anything. And that's about good. There's always a little excess in there, but we're going to call that
lots
good.
Lots of peanut butter.
Yep, and then I'm going to go ahead and use the same spoon and just grab some sugar and dump that in there. And you can kind of guess when it's about done. But we're getting there. We're getting there. I'm actually going to pour this over here because it gets a little messy. And then I'm going to, whoops. This is a heavy bag of sugar.
All right,
and there you go. So whisk that up for me. And then what you do is you drop them onto the baking sheet when they're done, and this will be your final project.
Wow.
Super easy to make, and something I do is I use a fork to kind of make this cross-stitch pattern in them so that they
interesting.
flatten out and they come out really nice.
Now, let me tell you, my mixture here does not look anything like these do.
They will. It's very thick, and it's okay
Yeah.
that it's lumpy when you make it. Brian, you want to try one?
Yes, I do.
Here you go.
Let's see.
Great way to start the morning, folks.
You can really, really taste the peanut
Super
butter.
great. Yeah. And coming up, we have Nikki and Asensio live in the studio. Welcome back. We have Nikki and Asensio live in studio. Nikki, thanks for being here.
No problem.
So what are you going to be singing for us today?
I'll be singing a song called You. I wrote it a while back, but it's
Oh,
one of my
awesome.
favorites.
Can't wait to hear it. And that's all the news we have for you this morning. Thanks for watching. For all the news you need to know when we're not on the air, follow us on social media at ELN News Network.
Or check out our website at elonnewsnetwork.com. Have a great Thursday, Elon. Take it away, Nikki.
Close your eyes, listen close, I'm right here. It's not over, it never ends, I know that's how you feel. 1,000 ways to say goodbye, 1,000 ways to try and make it work between us two. In the middle of an empty crowd, when the silence is too loud, all I hear is you. When we're running on empty, oh, won't you pull me back up to the surface? Sometimes I forget to breathe. In and out, don't look down, only forward. You have no idea what's in front of you. Colors all collide, and I think I'm going blind. All I hear is you. You feel too far apart. Know that in my heart, all I need is you.